Guys, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.
But let's it's this is your podcast, but it's important that people know more about you.
Yeah.
So I've got a big list here, and I thought we'd get started. Obviously, your first podcast was with Max Belegny.
Yeah.
And you asked him some very personal questions.
I
actually
did. I like to dig deep.
Have you ever been dogging?
What like classes as dogging? Like I've never been out of a car.
Oh, no, dogging doesn't,
Like,
that's got to be an outdoor.
Wind beneath my purse. Like it's always
between
been
the sails.
in a car. Yes. Between my sails.
Absolutely. So you've never really been dogging,
No.
but you are a car sex enthusiast?
No, only when I was younger.
How young?
Well, old enough to drive a car, so
Right.
maybe like 18.
Well, that's the thing. Sometime were you always the driver in this scenario?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
No.
And was it a Corsa?
No, I've
was the
never
car?
shagged in a Corsa. A Seat Leon, I think, and a Mazda 2. That's my
A Mazda 2.
Yeah.
I can picture the guy already.
Yeah, it's my car.
It's your car. I definitely can picture the guy already.
Okay.
Who is the most famous person that you've ever had in your DMs?
Well, to be fair, Tom Zanetti said, "Come to the dollhouse."
Tom
once,
Zanetti
but it was. I
is
don't
the
think
most
it was
famous
funny.
person in your DMs.
Yeah, the bar is on the floor. He does good tunes. You want me?
Go on, I don't know that one.
You want me? Okay, then. What should I say then? If you like champagne, swing my way then.
Right. So Tom said, what did he say in your DMs?
He just, I can't remember, but he was like, because it was on my old account, RIP, and he was like, oh, something about going to the dollhouse. And I was like, yeah. And then I never went to the dollhouse because it's in Manchester.
What is the dollhouse?
It's his club.
It's his club.
His club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A successful businessman. Are you attracted to money?
No, actually.
And is that why you're with Billy?
No, he does earn money.
No.
What money?
Oh, he earns money. He gets that bread. No, he is actually. He's a finance bro.
Yeah.
Do you talk about Billy much?
Well, I have done.
Yeah.
I've dipped my toes in
In what sense?
pies. I've said him. Don't know what I'm talking. I'm panicking.
You are. You're breathing
Yeah.
very heavy into that mic right now, Grace.
Yeah, I've spoken about him.
Yeah. How'd you meet him?
How'd you meet yours?
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
I met her at a party. It's
Oh,
not
so
very
did
nice.
I.
Oh yeah. What party was your party?
Joe
Was
and George Baggs's.
Oh, was it?
It was.
And from my understanding and from my research, actually just on page 3
We didn't
here,
sleep with each other.
on the first night
On the
you didn't
first
say,
night.
but it is George's friend. Am I right in saying that?
Joe's friend.
Joe's friend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, get your facts right.
Yeah. No, I'll be having words in my research on that. That's very cute. And how long
you.
have you been together for?
5 months.
5 months. See, in my head, it feels like you guys have been together for ages.
I agree.
Would you still say you're in the honeymoon period?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you plan on
Should I
moving
be
in
worried? Well, yeah, one day. I basically already have, to be fair. I'm always around his
Really?
house. Yeah.
with him? See, I think that's a bit too quick.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Just, I think that the rule tends to be about a year. You date someone
year?
for a year. You date someone for a year, and then at that point you go, right, we can move in.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you move in with him? Would you if he went to you now, like, Grace, let's get a flat together now?
Right.
What would you say?
Yeah, fuck it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
See, I thi-
spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think that's a sign of an imbalance in a relationship.
Okay.
Who do you think likes each other more?
I think I probably like him more. I annoy him quite a lot.
That's what
Yeah.
moving in with someone in 5 months would say to me. Do you not like the peace, the independence?
Yeah, when he goes for a shower, I have some peace. Or when he goes for a poo, he's been there quite a while.
Have you
When he
got to the
sleeps.
point where you shit in front of him?
No, but I can. What I do is I fart in front of him, but I make sure it's not loud. So I spread a cheek, so it's like, so it's not like an.
But does he know?
Yeah,
He knows.
That's disgusting. But the whole performance you put on is just so.
So you make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, but I'll tell him, I'll go, oh, I need a poo. And he'll go, okay, go for a poo then. But I'll
It's like having a dog.
And he'll play his TikToks loud.
And he'll play, oh, okay.
So he doesn't hear me said poo.
Oh, okay. I think that's quite romantic. I think to be 5 months in and to be at that point, that's quite good. And I think the quicker you get to that point, the longer lasting the relationship is. Right. Or maybe not. It depends on how bad are your farts.
I mean, I haven't killed anyone.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like a good...
Have you ever, Dutch oven?
Who?
Dutch oven?
What's that?
Where you fart under the covers and then you...
No, but he's done that to me.
Right.
That's
and
disgusting.
Is that something? Oh, okay.
Disgraceful.
I didn't know if it was something that maybe you
genuinely
encourage.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. It really just depends on what was for dinner. I think from my experience. We'll continue moving on.
Okay.
But it's important to say because, Max was a fantastic first guest.
Thank you.
And he also goes on a lot of these influencer trips, a lot like yourself.
Yeah.
Actually. You went on the Jack
Been
Wills
on
one.
Yeah.
Jack Wills one. But there's a few happening lately. Obviously, you had the Spotify plane.
Oh, yeah, I didn't go to that one.
Didn't get the invite or didn't go?
But I'm scared of planes. And thank God. Could you imagine if I went on that plane? I'd be like, land it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That plane was the plane from hell.
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up with someone on an influencer trip?
No.
I mean, you said you've only been on the Jack Wills one. And from my timelines, you were seeing Billy at that time.
I have never on a trip. I went to the first Jack Wills house as well. I didn't hook up with anyone.
Do loads of people get with each other on these trips?
Yeah, a few. What? Yeah, a few.
Yeah, is it as common? In my head, it's just like one big
To be fair, that was rogue. I don't know what happened. Like all throughout the trip, we were all, hello, very nice to meet, love your content. Then on the last night, everyone was like scissoring in the pool. It was so bizarre.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the wildest thing that you've seen? No names, of course. But...
I think, it wasn't really wild, but Bartosz threw up in the pool.
I said wild. No names, but yeah, that'll do. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's throwing up because, did he have something to eat?
Intoxication.
He what?
The intoxication.
Oh, the intoxication.
Oh, no, actually, we had to pull over the van on the way back from Ocean Beach because Jack Joseph was chucking up on the... I thought, get me out of this van. Yeah. Awful.
That is...
But yeah, it's all Wayne Lineker. That's pretty crazy.
Did you get a picture with him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I've got a story about that, actually.
Go on.
My friend,
right,
Harry,
no
W2S.
Oh, okay.
He went to go because, he is a pop culture... A cultural icon. That's a better way to put it.
Harry?
Well, both of them, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But Wayne Lineker in particular is a cultural icon. Yeah. And so obviously went to Ocean Beach and we were like, we need a photo.
Of course.
With Wayne. So anyways, Harry goes up to Wayne and says...
Shagged him.
He said, can I get a photo, please, Wayne? And Wayne sort of just looks at him and just turns his head. It was maybe you could argue it was a polite way of just saying no.
Yeah.
But we did have a large bodyguard with us at the time.
Meow.
And he walks when I walked past, and the bodyguard goes, "Excuse me, he wanted a photo with you."
Oh.
Next thing you know, he gets the photo. Wayne Lineker cucked.
Really?
But you know what? I like to think that maybe it was just an off day for Wayne. I've said no, and I'm not even a cultural icon.